Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 4, Text number 24. Na yasya sakhyam purusho vaiti sakhyuyu sakha vasan samvasata puresmin guno yatha gunino vyaktadrishte tasmai maheshaya namaskaromi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. As the sense objects, form, taste, touch, smell and sound, cannot understand how the senses perceive them, so the conditioned soul, although residing in his body along with the supersoul, cannot understand how the Supreme Spiritual Person, the Master of the material creation, directs his senses. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that Supreme Person who is the Supreme Controller. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The individual soul and the Supreme Soul live together within the body. This is confirmed in the Upanishads by the analogy that two friendly birds live in one tree, one bird eating the fruit of the tree and the other simply witnessing and directing. Although the individual living being who is compared to the bird that is eating is sitting with his friend, the Supreme Soul, the individual living being cannot see him. Actually, the Super Soul is directing the workings of one's senses in the enjoyment of sense objects. But as these sense objects cannot see the senses, the conditioned soul cannot see the directing soul. The conditioned soul has desires and the Supreme Soul fulfills them. But the conditioned soul is unable to see the Supreme Soul. The conditioned soul has desires and the Supreme Soul fulfills them, but the conditioned soul is unable to see the Supreme Soul. Thus, Prajapati Daksha offers his obeisances to the Supreme Soul, the Super Soul, even though unable to see him. Another example given is that although ordinary citizens work under the direction of the government, they cannot understand how they are being governed or what the government is. In this regard, Madhvacharya quotes the following verse from the Skanda Purana. Yatha ragnah priyatvam tu bhritya vedena chatmanah tatha jivona yat sakhyam veti tasmai namostute. As the various servants in the different departments of big establishments cannot see the Supreme Managing Director under whom they are working, the conditioned souls cannot see the Supreme Friend sitting within their bodies. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto the Supreme who is invisible to our material eyes. So, this chapter 4, in this chapter we are seeing the prayers offered by Prajapati Daksha to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Daksha, who is a progenitor, creates progeny. He is the son of the Prachetas. The Prachetas begot Daksha through the girl that was given to them by Somadev, by moon god Marisha. And Daksha is offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the son of Prajapatis, the son of Prachetas. So this is a prayer where he is glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's addressing in this prayer, these prayers have just begun in the previous verses. This is the second verse. And in this prayer, he is calling out the Supreme Lord as the supreme spiritual person, as the supreme person, as the supreme controller, as the super soul. These are the words he is using to glorify. These are the glorification words. And in this prayer that he has composed, he is pointing out one very important point. What is that? He is saying that this Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the super soul, who is the supreme person, is sitting right within our hearts. He is so close to us. Nothing can be closer to us than something inside the heart. He is that close to us, and in spite of him being that close to us, we, the conditioned souls, are unable to see him. So it's some kind of a realization that Daksha has got, and this is for us also to realize that the goal in life should be to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is what Srila Prabhupada taught us. Only in this human form of life can we see the Supreme Lord, and it is possible to see the Supreme Lord only in this human form of life and in no other life. People have different goals in life. I want to do this, I want to become this, I want to see this place, I want to, do so many wonderful things. But if we really want to do something wonderful, then that should be, can I see God in this life? Because as long as we remain on the conditioned platform, we cannot see him. In the purport, Prabhupada is explaining, 5 times Prabhupada is writing how in the current state that we are existing, we are unable to see the Supreme Lord. He says that the individual living being cannot see the Supreme Lord, who is the friend of all living entities. Again he writes that the conditioned soul cannot see the directing soul. See, the soul inside our heart, the super soul, is directing us every moment. And if we have to thank anybody for whatever we are, the thank you should go to the personality within who is directing us. Matta smritir jnana maapohanam cha. Everything is coming from the super soul within. Krishna is inspiring us and is sitting right inside us. So it is him that we should first recognize and thank and feel grateful. He is directing us. And Prabhupada further explains how he directs us. Krishna, seated in the heart as Paramatma, directs us in proportion to our surrender. The more we surrender to God, the more he directs us. This should be the reason why we must surrender to Krishna. Many times people say, why should I surrender to Krishna? Now, are you interested in receiving direction from a very intelligent person? This we all understand. We all want to receive direction from a very intelligent person. Now, what better than the Supreme Lord himself directing us? So that is the reason we must surrender to him, because he will direct us in proportion to our surrender. The more you surrender, the more he will direct us. And it is further said, Prabhupada elaborates, that if you fully surrender, he will not only direct us, he will directly control our senses. Means 100% Krishna will be directing us. We'll be so happy in that particular state of existence. So, the conditioned soul cannot see the directing soul. Again it is written, the conditioned soul is unable to see the Supreme Soul. And like that, many times Prabhupada is mentioning this. And why, and there are 2 examples given in the translation and the purport, how we are unable to see the Supreme Soul who is sitting right inside us. It's just like the sense objects cannot understand, this is there in the translation, as the sense objects cannot understand how the senses perceive them. The senses can understand how my eye is going to perceive a sense object. Eye means the sense object is a form. Eyes can understand how the form is going to, how the form will be perceived. But the form cannot understand how the eye is going to perceive it. Or another example is given. Ordinary people who are working in a company, in a government company, or for that matter any company, they just work. They cannot understand how the government is directing them, because they don't see that. They just see some immediate things and they are working with those immediate people. But actually, the whole government, the organizational head, the government or the CEO is actually giving directions. They cannot see that, although the direction is there. So similarly, Krishna is directing us every moment, but we are unable to see. And this should be our goal in life. How to see that supreme spiritual person who is directing us every moment. And not only you can see him, you can see him constantly. Lord Brahma is writing, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. If you anoint your eyes, seeing means, why we can't see Krishna right now? Because we have these material eyes. And with these material eyes, you cannot see Krishna, who is a spiritual personality. So the eyes also have to be qualified, have to be spiritualized. So what is that qualification? To spiritualize the eye, we have to apply on the eye an ointment. Ointment means like the eye is diseased now, because in the diseased state you cannot see something. So when the disease is removed, then you can see. So the disease is there, that we cannot see, the material disease. So you have to apply an ointment to cure that disease, and that ointment is called the ointment of love. Premanjana Churita, if anointed with that ointment of love, and Bhakti Vilochanena, Bhakti, with love, with Bhakti, Vilochanena, you can see. And in the eye. And how you can see? Santah Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti. Santa, the devotees who have anointed the eyes with this ointment of love, Sadaiva, constantly can see Sadaiva Hridayeshu, in the heart, Krishna. So, people many times, Prabhupada once gave a very nice talk on further elaborating this point, that people many times ask, can God be seen? How can I see God? Can God really be seen? Is it possible to see God? So Prabhupada says, yes, God can be seen. God is a person. He is not impersonality. He is not impersonal that cannot be seen. God is a person. He is a spiritual person, and he can be seen. But first, we must acquire that qualification. Unless and until we acquire some qualification, we cannot see God. And then he gives an example. Just like if you are driving on the highway in your car, imagine you are the owner of the car, you are the CEO of a company, you own the car, a big car, expensive car, and you're driving on the highway, and your driver is driving you. And if the car breaks down, the driver, since he's a driver, he knows some mechanics, some ways to repair the car. He has taken some training. But he's a simple person. He's your servant. You're giving him 15,000-20,000 rupees a month. But on the highway, when the car breaks down, you can open the bonnet, the front portion, and then the driver is looking at the car, and you are also looking at the car, the owner. I'm the owner. I'm also looking at the car. But who do you think is more qualified to identify what went wrong in the car? Both of us are looking at the car, both of us are looking at the same parts, but the driver is more qualified. He can immediately identify what went wrong, do something, and the car starts working. But I, with all my big qualification, big education, CEO, owner of the car, so much wealth, I cannot see the car. I cannot identify the defect. So if to see a car, if to see a machinery of the car requires so much of qualification, then how can I see God without any qualification? For God, how much more qualification is required? So, Prabhupada explains further. So, what is that qualification? The first thing Prabhupada says that, can I see God? This question should arouse interest in us. Oh, God can be seen? Can I see God? How can I see God? There should be this eagerness. I want to see God. Not, oh, can I see God? Oh, how can I see God? Can God be seen? It should not be like something frivolous or something plaything. Oh, God can be seen, cannot be seen. Either way it's okay. But if it can be seen, can I? Not like that. God can be seen. God who's directing me every moment, I wish to see God. So this eagerness should be aroused. This is the qualification to see God. Am I first eager to see God? Then God will show Himself us. Show Himself to us. And then Prabhupada narrates that story. We have heard this many times, that once a Bhagavata reciter, he was giving a class on Bhagavatam, and a thief saw that, oh, there's a big assembly and everybody is so attentively just sitting and hearing the Bhagavata reciter. It's a good place for me to steal some ornaments of people who are sitting in this assembly. So the thief came and sat down, and he was a thief, but somehow because the Bhagavata reciter was giving a class on Krishna, he also started hearing. And then this Bhagavata reciter was very beautifully describing Krishna. Krishna is a very small, young, beautiful boy, and he wears a peacock feather. He has beautiful lotus eyes, and he wears a beautiful golden crown. And so the Bhagavata reciter, when he was reciting like this, glorifying, describing Krishna beautifully, this thief, golden crown, he heard that and it caught his attention. And then he further went on to explain that he wears a beautiful golden necklace. And then he was hearing attentively. And he wears beautiful golden bangles and a beautiful golden waist belt. And Mother Yashoda is decorating him so beautifully with all these golden ornaments and flowers and peacock feathers and all these things. So this thief who was sitting in that class, he was hearing all these things and he got attracted towards Krishna. Oh, Krishna? Who's this boy Krishna? He's decorated with so many beautiful ornaments, golden ornaments, jewelry, and oh, if I can, because his business was stealing, he was a thief, so he saw it. And then he heard also he's a small boy only, he's not a big boy, he's a small boy of 5 years old. The Bhagavata reciter was narrating Krishna's pastime when Krishna was of that age. So he thought that, okay, then I must somehow find this boy. And then if I can find him, he's only 5 years old, with so much of jewelry, I can easily take away all his jewelry. And if I take away all his jewelry, I'll become a millionaire overnight. And then I need not steal any more in my life. And my life will be done. So he became very eager to meet this boy Krishna, to see Krishna and take away his jewelry. So he decides, he's going, Bhagavata reciter said, where is Krishna? This boy is in Vrindavan. He decides to go to Vrindavan to meet Krishna, and he goes to Vrindavan and he's asking different people, can you show me Krishna? Can you show me Krishna? So he doesn't know who Krishna is. He's just thinking that he's a boy who's available in Vrindavan because the Bhagavata reciter recited like that Krishna is available in Vrindavan. So some people, they didn't understand. So people thought him to be, little crazy, that okay, what is this Krishna? Then he says, no, that Krishna who wears jewelry, So somebody said, oh, you're very fortunate that you have developed this eagerness for Krishna. So they told him, Krishna is available in the forests of Vrindavan. You please go there and you will find him there. So he took that to be a fact. Okay, Krishna is available in the forest of Vrindavan, and very eagerly started calling out Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, where are you? Please come. And Krishna appeared. And he was able to see Krishna face to face. He was a thief, and his intention was to steal Krishna's ornament. So these were the disqualifications. Thief, calling Krishna to steal his ornaments, no bhakti, no love, nothing. But he had that one qualification which enabled even Krishna to show himself up. What was that qualification? eagerness. Prabhupada says that eagerness made Krishna appear in front of him. And so Krishna appeared, and then this person, this thief, saw Krishna exactly in the same way as the Bhagavata reciter had described. Peacock feather, golden crown, golden earrings, golden necklace, golden waist belts, golden bangles. And he was so happy. Finally he got it. And then he started talking to Krishna. Krishna started talking to him. And then at one point of time, because he had to make his proposal, so he told Krishna, Krishna, can you please give me all your ornaments? And slowly he was getting purified. Because Krishna is standing in front of him and he's talking to Krishna, is hearing what Krishna is saying. So the purification is also setting in. So he told Krishna, can you please give me your jewelry? And then Krishna initially says, no, how can I give you my jewelry? If I give you my jewelry, my mother will scold me, she will get angry at me, so I cannot give you my jewelry. And like this the conversation went on, and in just a few moments, he became completely purified by seeing Krishna. And then when Krishna understood that he has become purified, Krishna offered him, okay, you take all my jewelry. No problem, I'll manage my mother. But he had become completely purified, and then he says, Krishna, I do not want anything from you. I'm so happy seeing you that the bliss that I am deriving by seeing you, my happiness is expanded like an ocean. And this, I'm feeling so elated, so ecstatic, so overjoyed that I don't want this jewelry, I don't want Krishna. I'm just happy seeing you. Thank you so much for giving me your darshan. So this is seeing Krishna. And this should be our goal in life. Only in human form of life can we see Krishna. Prabhupada says that if one continues with his devotional service steadily, with perseverance, then the time will come, a day will come when you will be able to see Krishna face to face, like Arjuna was seeing Krishna on the battlefield, or like Kunti Maharani was seeing Krishna. So seeing Krishna is not just some philosophy for us to read and appreciate. Seeing Krishna is what should be our goal in this human form of life. And it is very much possible. A thief could see Krishna. So why not us? The only qualification is eagerness. And then we have so many examples of what it means. So why should we seeing Krishna is no ordinary thing. Like Dhruva Maharaj gives his experience of what he Sthana bilashi tapasi sthitoham tvam praptavan deva munindra guyam. To see Krishna, Dhruva Maharaj is explaining that yogis and tapasvis and rishis and munis are doing tapasya, penances for millions of years just to see Krishna. Material world, the Kali Yuga, in the Kali Yuga, this is the material world. This is like a prison house. So here nobody is interested about seeing Krishna. But even in the material world, those who are little elevated, those who are little advanced in consciousness, they are trying their best to see Krishna and doing tapasya for millions of years. And even after doing tapasya for million years, they cannot see Krishna. Tvam praptavan deva munindra guhyam. To attain you, to see you, deva muni, the biggest of the devatas, the biggest of the munis, guhyam. You still remain confidential, you still remain concealed. But I have been able to see you. And now I'm realizing that after seeing you, I'm realizing that the reason why I was wanting to see you was something like I was hankering after some broken glass. Broken glass has no value. But now after seeing you, I'm realizing that you are the most valuable jewel. And I am so satisfied, I do not want anything else. Swamin kritartosmin varam na yache. So this is what we hear from the scriptures, that after seeing Krishna is is something that the experience will be unlimited happiness. And we're all wanting happiness. And it is such a simple thing, just some eagerness. Yes, Krishna is there. He is directing us every moment. He is sitting right inside our heart. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is an ocean of love. He is so compassionate. He is so merciful. He is my supreme friend. He is the Supreme Father. He is everything to me. He is my life and soul. So I must engage in this life in developing, in cultivating I should cultivate spiritual life so that I can see Him. I should develop that eagerness. One gopi is describing to another gopi what it means to see Krishna. She is saying, she is telling another gopi that, another friend of her, that my dear friend, if you are interested in enjoying your material life with your family, with your friend, with your material aspirations, with your material belongings, if you're interested in that, then please do not go to the banks of river Yamuna. What is the meaning of this? Because on the banks of river Yamuna, Krishna is there and is beautifully playing the flute. So, if you're interested in enjoying a material life, don't go on the banks of Krishna, because if you go on the banks of Krishna, you're sure to see Him. And He's so enchanting, so beautiful, so captivating, that if you once see Krishna on that banks of river Yamuna, you will forget all your material life. All your material happiness, you will not be able to enjoy. Because that enjoyment will be so much. So if you want to enjoy a material life, don't go on the banks of river Yamuna. Bhaktivedanta Thakur has written a very nice song, and in that song he has described this, and he says, Shei Murti Nayane Here, that Murti who is on the banks of river Yamuna, if you see that, Shei Murti Nayane Here, if you see that Murti, Adhare Vamshi Tare, that Murti is, he's so beautiful, and he's so beautiful, he's appearing even more beautiful when he's playing the flute. It is so enchanting. And Shikha Chuda, he is wearing a beautiful peacock feather and a beautiful crown, that Keo Bhai Koro Na Vishwas, don't believe in that Krishna. It's a poem, it's a song. Don't believe in that Krishna means, he's saying that don't have faith in that Krishna. Why don't have faith in that Krishna? So further it says, Se Murti Nayane Here. If that Murti, if you behold it, if you see it with your eyes, Se Murti Nayane Here, Keho Nahi Ghare Fire. If you see that Murti once, you are not going to return home. Se Murti Nayane Here, Keho Nahi Ghare Fire. And Samsari Grihira. Samsari Grihira, those who are materialists who are after the Samsari Grihira Jego Hoe Sarvanash. Means there will be Sarvanash of your material life, which is the goal of life. This is what we have to aspire. How can I destroy this material illusion that I am in? So, elsewhere, Prabhupada describes, he says, actually if you see in India, we all know Krishna. We've all heard of Krishna. Right? And of course Krishna is well known all over the world. So although Krishna is well known, but the reason why we are unable to see Krishna or we are unable to understand Krishna, Prabhupada says, the science of Krishna is not well known. Krishna is well known. Krishna everybody has heard. But because they don't know the science of Krishna, how to see Krishna, what is Krishna? Okay, Krishna is there. Everybody knows about the Bhagavad Gita. The whole world knows about the Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna, and so everybody knows Krishna. But knowing what kind of a knowledge do we have about Krishna? He's a person, he's a lovable person, he's a very compassionate person, he's hankering after, I should be hankering after his association, he's also hankering that I come back to him. And there is a scientific process to know Krishna and to see Krishna. That scientific process is bhakti. And in that bhakti you should develop your eagerness. When you read Srimad Bhagavatam, when you read Bhagavad Gita and you read the wonderful things about Krishna, you will be able to develop this eagerness. Just by reading, you will be able to develop the eagerness. Just by faithful reading of the Bhagavata, we will be able to develop eagerness. So, this science of Krishna is unknown, and so we are unable to see Krishna. So, Prabhupada further writes that how this word ISKCON came into existence, how Prabhupada coined this phrase, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So he takes this word, this Krishna consciousness, from a verse that Rupa Goswami has written. Rupa Goswami has composed a nice verse. He says, Krishna bhakti rasabhavita matihi kriyatam yadi kuto api labhyate. Rupa Goswami is saying, Krishna bhakti rasabhava. Krishna bhakti rasabhavita matihi. Matihi means intelligence. We should be intelligent enough to aspire for the highest thing. Intelligent people are aspiring about the highest material thing in this world. But even the best of the material things is given up as tuchha by the realized souls. So what is the matihi that we should acquire? Not the matihi for some material name, fame, adoration. No. Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita. Krishna bhakti. Rasa. Because there's a rasa, there's a mellow, there's a taste. And actually we are aspiring after material things also to experience some taste. But that's a material taste. But Krishna consciousness is telling us that there is another taste which is spiritual, which if you taste once, you will not stop tasting it. You will get maddened after it. You will become mad after it. Material taste will not madden you. But this spiritual taste can madden you. It's that big and that transcendental, that wonderful. So Krishna bhakti rasa, this Krishna bhakti, devotion for Krishna, understanding Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita matihi, kriyatam yati kuto abhilabhyate. Rupa Goswami is saying this is so valuable. Krishna consciousness, Krishna bhakti, love of Krishna is so valuable, so valuable. This is what you should aspire. And if you can get this anyway, please go and get it immediately. Please do not delay. Please do not delay if it is available anywhere. Krishna bhakti. So he is comparing Krishna bhakti to be like a commodity. Commodity means it is available in the market. You can get it from somewhere. So now the question is, okay, if it's a commodity, if it's available somewhere, I can just go and get Krishna bhakti from somewhere, then I will get it immediately. Kriyatam yadi kuto, please go and buy immediately, don't delay. So if I have to buy, then the question will be, okay, then if I have to buy it, then I have to pay a price. So what is the price that I have to pay to get Krishna bhakti? I am ready to pay the price. So what is the price? Then he says in the third line, Tatra lolyam api mulyam ekalam. There is only one price to get Krishna bhakti. And what is that price? Lolyam. Lolyam means eagerness, intense desire, intense hankering. I want Krishna. Api mulyam, and it's a very valuable thing. It's not so easily available. Janma koti sukriter na labhyate. After koti janmas also this eagerness cannot be developed. And then Prabhupada writes, the only way this lolyam can be developed if we seriously practice Krishna consciousness in the association of devotees, with like-minded people. taking sadhu sangha. Adav Shraddha Tatha Sadhu Sangha. After little faith, yes, I want Krishna. I want to see Krishna. I want to understand Krishna. That little faith, not that big Krishna. Sadhu Sangha is so important. So, Prabhupada has actually given us a whole process. Now we may be thinking, how can I develop that eagerness? Simply we have to follow what Prabhupada has given us seriously. Prabhupada writes, so if we just read every day, 1 hour, without fail, with focus, with attention, you will understand, one letter Prabhupada was writing to his disciple, Prabhupada is writing, thank you for grasping the momentum of Krishna consciousness. So what we are being offered is no ordinary thing. Krishna Bhakti is no ordinary thing. It is the most valuable thing. And this short human form of life will be very glorious if we use it for this purpose. So one Prabhupada's disciple, he was reading all the books of Prabhupada very nicely, and this was his realization. And Prabhupada told him, thank you for grasping the momentum of Krishna consciousness. He could grasp it. Yes, this Krishna consciousness is not ordinary thing. It's the most valuable thing. I must be very serious. I must be very eager. I must be very determined. Then Krishna can be seen. And all this will come in automatically if you simply follow. Read Prabhupada books, chant nicely, try your best to chant nicely. In one place, Prabhupada is saying that Krishna consciousness should be practiced so seriously, immediately, without waiting. Look at the words, it's all one line of Prabhupada. Krishna consciousness should be taken up, should be practiced or taken up so seriously, immediately, without waiting. These words are one after the other, comma, separated by commas. See the kind of intensity that Prabhupada had and that he wanted to convey to his disciples. So seriously, immediately, without waiting. And then you may think, oh my God, this is too much. But no, and this may be very difficult. And then the full stop, and then the next line of Srila Prabhupada is, and this can be very easily practiced. Very easily done, something like that. Very easily he uses this word. So that's why, so Krishna consciousness is not something impossible, it's not some difficult thing, or it's not something Herculean. We have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. We have Srila Prabhupada's mercy. They are most merciful to the fallen souls. We just have to be little serious and sincere. And if we are serious and sincere, gradually everything will be revealed to you. Krishna will work directly with you. The spiritual master will work directly with you. He will give you the intelligence. Everything will be revealed. Just like Brahma. When Brahma was born, he didn't know anything. He had no knowledge. We have our parents, we have the education system where we take knowledge. When Brahma was nothing, everything was blank and void. And he tried to go down inside the lotus to find the end. The end also he could not find, and he was completely confused and perplexed. That was the state of the most intelligent creator who became intelligent after he was blessed by Krishna. So how did Brahma got all knowledge? Everything was revealed to Brahma because he obediently followed what Krishna told him. Sincerely followed. He did some tapasya, and Krishna says, now I'm going to reveal everything to you. Everything was revealed. It just came to Brahma, everything. He just obtained it. Just like you obtain something, I don't have something. If somebody gives me, I get it completely, immediately. So Krishna will bless us completely, simply if we are serious, sincere and eager. And for this, we have to just follow the program that Prabhupada has given us very seriously. So in this way, we can see Krishna, and here Daksha is offering these prayers that let us offer our obeisances to that Supreme Personality of Godhead who is right inside our heart, who although we cannot see Him, but He is directing us, He is instructing us, And so let us offer our respectful obeisances to that great personality. So we'll end here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanand.